Hello, sorry I'm a bit late this morning. I had to go and get another coffee. Okay, so how are you today? Welcome to Live with Libby. I've decided to call these, and every Tuesday at 10 o'clock Sydney time. So I hope you're able to join me each week. Having said that, I'll have next week and then I've got a week off because I'm going away on holidays with my husband and my daughter and son-in-law and my two little grandchildren, Master 4.5 and Miss 3. So that'll be fun. We go to the beach. So hi Pam, how are you today? So thank you for joining me, and I'm Libby Dyson. You can see all my bits and pieces on my blog at libbystamps.com, and you can shop there as well by shopping on the shop button. And I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia. Now, I hope you've signed up for my newsletter, because last night I sent the newsletter out for this week, or early this morning maybe, and it's got some specials in it. Now, this is the very last month of celebration, so it's your last chance to get any of the free products in the celebration brochures. Now, I'm sending out some more brochures today and an offer in those brochures, hoping to entice you a bit to shop with me during March. Now, I am sending out free tutorials for everybody who shops with me, but if you sign up for my newsletter, you'll find out all the bits and pieces that go with that. So don't forget, 31st of March is absolutely the last day. So don't miss out. There's some gorgeous products in the celebration brochures. One hit my desk yesterday, and I can't wait to play with it. So I've got Eclectic Expressions. So I'll show you that when I turn it around, because I know it's back the front. But it's been fun. Now, did you see my blog yesterday? I was in a National Craft Month blog hop, which was international, and it was full of wonderful, wonderful ideas. You can go to my blog and see the full list of people who participated in it. And there were some fantastic projects, and I'm going to share my project that I did with you today. Plus, we're going to make, hopefully, a punch-up card for Easter. And, oh, I've got a giveaway. So, hi Leslie, how are you? So, I've got some linen thread to give away today for somebody who participates during my live with Libby. All right, so I think that's about all the news. Yeah, just a reminder about celebration. Oh, I know. Coming up on the 31st of May is the very last day of the annual catalogue. Now, we've got some beautiful in colours that will be retiring. So there's, let's see if I get them all right, Dapper Denim, Emerald Envy, Flirty Flamingo, Peekaboo Peach, and Sweet Sugar Plum. Now, if you've got any of those ink pads, you'll need to make sure you get the re-inkers before the 31st of May. Plus there's cardstock and ribbon and all sorts of other lovely things that will be retiring from the 2016 to 2018 in colours. So now's the time to get them, because as soon as Stampin' Up say they're retiring and it's only while stocks last, that's when things become really difficult to get, because they seem to get bought up very quickly. So make sure you have all your in colours, ink pads and re-inkers. Now I tell you to buy the re-inker because the re-inker will last for ages and ages and ages. And if you use your ink pads a lot, like I love Sweet Sugar Plum and Dapper Denim, so I use them a lot. If I don't have a re-inker when it retires, I can't re-ink my stamp pad. I also can't do all those other things like dyeing ribbon and doing different techniques with the re-inkers and things like that. So make sure you get those before Stampin' Up tell you, oh, somebody gave me a thumbs up, thank you. Before Stampin' Up say, okay, they're retiring and it's while stocks last. All right, so you need to buy them, and I'd say start buying them now because come April, early May, they'll become difficult to get, so make sure you get them. I've renamed some of my videos. I've called them 1, 2, 3 Stamp With Me. Let me know what you think anyway. I was going to show you what I did for yesterday's blog hop. Now it's in a clear acetate box, but it's a bit sort of full. So what I did was I had this designer series paper is a whole lot of lovely, and I've used 3 different stamp sets. You can see them on my blog. These are the note cards that we get and envelopes that come with it. Now, I haven't decorated the envelopes, but each note card is a bit different, and I've just used up scraps. We're going to use this one today, this designer series paper. I've just used up scraps of DSP and made note cards. Now, what a great little gift, don't you think? So there's some more. All right, so they're great and make a great gift. Now, we've got clear acetate boxes. Now, these were in the holiday catalogue and carried over, and they're as easy as to put together. Now, so clear acetate boxes come in a pack, and they were carried over, as I said. So what I normally do is put my hands in, open it up the other way to the way that it comes, grab it. Don't worry about all those creaks, probably my bones. All right, and just use my bone folder and squash it down the other way. All right, then you've got the top. Now, I just go with my fingers and push these bits in, and I push that one in with my fingers, and the top one, because it's a bit harder to push in, I push it backwards just so it's got the idea it's got a crease. Same on the other end, push the little tab bits in, fingers aren't working today, and push the back those ones down. Now sometimes it takes a little bit of bending, but they come good eventually. Alright, so what I did was I just put the tab in of one end and closed the box. Now sometimes, I told you my fingers aren't working today, it's probably not enough coffee. Anyway, they go in like that, and I usually use my paper piercer, my paper piercing tool, because it's better if, I'd love to know if you've got an easier way of doing this. This seems very fiddly today, but anyway. Alright, so they're not as hard as this, truly they're not. There we go. This one doesn't want to go in and stay in, so that's when I get my paper piercing tool and I just pull the little flap up. So there we've got that end done, and then I'm going to split these up. So 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so I can put 5 of those in a box with the 5 envelopes. Now these didn't take me almost no time at all, because I just sat and cut up the designer series paper. The measurements are on my blog, and then I stamped and punched and put it all together. So easy gift. Pop them in a box. Just get a bit of DSP that's about, I think I used 2 inches or so. So what's that? 5 centimeters for a belly band. Tied some ribbon around it. Got your gift to go. So that was one project from yesterday's blog hop, and there were lots more that were just so clever, just to inspire people to craft. All right, I'm not going to worry about that in. And then I've just put the belly band on top. So makes a lovely gift. So that's one idea of using up your designer series paper. Just buy the note cards and envelopes. The note cards are cut to size and pre-scored, and your envelopes are designed to fit. All right, so what else was I? Oh, I said I'd show you this. Eclectic Expressions, which I got yesterday in the post, courtesy of Stampin Up, because it was free product, love free. Okay, now what else was I going to talk to you about? Don't know, it's gone. So watch for some projects I'm going to do with that. All right, now we're going to make an Easter card today. Yes, we're going to use hopefully the balloon bouquet and the cookie cutter punch. Now the only Easter stamps I have are Sweet Little Something or one from Teeny Tiny Wishes, so we'll see how we go. And it's going to be another sort of girly type one. I've got 2 granddaughters, so we'll see how we go. All right, and we're using basic grey and powder pink. And what am I doing? So the cookie cutter punch went with the cookie cutter, but the only thing we're using out of this today are the eyes. So this is a great set. If you haven't got it, get it. I'd hate to think it's going to retire. So yeah, it's the cookie cutter Christmas stamp set and the cookie cutter punch. You can't buy them as a bundle anymore. It's well worth getting for Christmas. And I know Christmas is a way off, but don't forget we're getting a new catalogue in June, 1st of June it'll start. And you wouldn't want to miss out on it if it retired, would you? Just grabbing a block here. All right, so I'll put that up on my block. That's ready to go. All right, so I've got some here. I've just folded a card base in Whisper White, and I've just cut some powder, a whole lot of lovely designer series paper. I'm just going to stick that on the front of the card, and we're not going to do the inside of the card today. When I put the live video up, you'll see what the inside looks like. All right, so, and today I've got the live video of the mini pizza box with the Sweet Little Something on it for Easter treats. Hang on, I'll just grab that. So that's this one that we did a couple of weeks ago, and lo and behold, it's still got Easter eggs in it. Look at that. Nobody's stolen any, not even me. Okay, so a whole lot of lovely DSP, and then we'll put the rest of it together a bit later. I've got a Whisper White 1/4 inch, is it? Organza ribbon tied, and I've got some basic grey around. Okay, so I'm going to need 2 of these. So you just need 2. You don't need all the bits and pieces, but all right. And if you punch along the edge of your cardstock, you're actually saving yourself a bit of cardstock, because you've still got the rest of that to use for other bits and pieces. All right, and we might want one in powder pink. One in powder pink. And I'm not sure whether my idea is going to work or not, but I'll do a balloon in grey, big balloon. So I'm just going to slot it in. All right, so I'm just going to slot it in there. And then I need a small one in powdered pink. Nothing like designing on the go, is there? I've got the idea in my head. I actually saw it on Pinterest and thought, oh, I can do that. All right, so that's all we need those for. And let's see how this is going to turn out. Happy Easter. might be a bit too big, I think. Here we go, for what I had in mind, but I'll show you what we can do with your stamp, and they'll still work. Alright, so I've got Happy Easter, and I'm going to come in with my snips. Oh wow! Come in with my snips, and I'm going to snip right between the words. There we go. Now I've got 2 words instead of 1, and I just need a block, and put down the happy, make sure they're up the right way, put down the Easter, and look, this will go back together again, so don't worry about cutting your stamps, because they will go back together. Alright, there we go. I think that'll work out straight. Let's see. Yep. Alright, that'll fit on that balloon. And I'm using the basic grey. I'm having a few issues with my fingers. Stamp down. Look at that. Great work. And then when I need it back together, I can just put it back together on the block. Alright, I'm going to leave that like that, the basic grey. And I'm just going to sponge around the balloon. Okay, so I'm just putting those 2 together like that with a bit of liquid glue, and with liquid glue less is more. There we go. So our balloon is ready, and we're just going to do some chopping. Alright, we're going to do some inking first. Just ink all around. Now you can split his legs to get in there, or his antlers, whatever you like to call them. So I just bend them down gently, then bend them back up again. So we're just distressing all the edges. And don't forget, you can buy all these products in my online store. So the link's there in the post today, or you can go to libbystamps.com and buy there, and just click on the shop button. Alright, I'm just going to ink around this one too. I'm not sure quite how this is going to turn out, but anyway, got this idea in my head, so hopefully it'll work the way I've got it pictured in my head. Okay, so I think that's all our inking that needs to be done. Ink distressing's great, just gives your things a little bit of dimension and depth. So, and it's easy to do with our ink daubers. And alright, now we're going to, oh, I shouldn't have done that. I've got to put on some eyes, don't I? That. Alright, that's better. Much happier with that. Alright, the mat, but I do need the basic grey marker. And we're just going to give him some whiskers from his nose, I suppose, to come out. Just draw the whiskers on. Doesn't look like a bunny at all yet, does it? Alright, now we're going to get to and chop some bits off. So I'm going to take the arms off. Now, if my grandchildren were here, they'd be chomping away. Eat the legs first, or eat his head first. Now, for the face, just sort of round it off a little bit as you cut, so it's not sort of a straight line. Didn't do that very well, never mind. Add a bit of shading. Okay, so we've got a face, then we've got all these other bits. Alright, so face there. We'll use his legs for his ears, so they're going to go like that. Alright, so I'm just going to use a glue dot, because that'll glue faster. So just a glue dot. Actually, do you know what? I'm going to do it like this. Alright, so I'm going to do my bunny like this, I've decided. So I'll still use the bottom here. I think that will work. Chop off his arms, put them in there. Alright, that's what I'm going to do. So just chop off these arms, and you can come in and ink distress that area too. so it's all uniform. And then for the pink, I'm going to chop off the ears. So I'm going to slit up the legs also, and then chop off the ears. There and there. And I'm just going to cut a little bit of them off all the way around. Actually, you really only need to do half, I think. But anyway, so we want them to be the same. So if you cut off one and then you use that as a template, you can cut around the other one. Alright, now with our powder pink, I'm just going to ink up those ears to distress them. Now, if you attended my Facebook Live party for my launch, all the prizes went out in the mail yesterday. Sorry it took me so long. I think I've now got myself a little bit better organised. But powder pink all over me. Not having fun unless you get ink all over you, are you? Alright, now with a bit of liquid glue, don't forget, less is more. Stick that in there, sort of at a bit of an angle, move it over a bit. There we go. And the same for this one, that one in there. So there's his ears, here comes his face. Alright, I cut off his arms before, so I'm just going to use a glue dot on the back of that, glue dot on the back of that, put that over there. I'm going to trim that off in a minute, and another glue dot on this one, and put it over here. And you want them to sort of meet at the edge of the body, alright? And then I'm just going to come along and trim those little bits off so that they're right on the edge of the body. Now I know this is fiddly and it takes a while, so it has to be somebody special you're going to give this to. And my granddaughters are both special. Alright, so and then his legs, we're going to put them behind. So another glue dot. So put the glue dot on top this time and pick Buny up. He might be going the other way, that way a bit. It's a bit of a chubby bunny, but you get the idea. Might help if the glue dot stayed on the bit of card, mightn't it? Alright, so he's got to go that way. Alright, so there's our bunny. And now we're just going to put our card together. I don't know what that is. Alright. So I've got a piece of Whisper White card here that I'm going to cut down. So usually leave a little bit of a border. And I grab a pencil and just about there and about there. Then I bring in my trusty old trimmer there, bit of glue. Right, now don't worry about the pencil marks because they're going to be hidden when I glue it onto some basic grey. And then we're going to chop the basic grey down. So I'll put the measurements on my blog so you know what they are. So I'll put that about there. And then come in and trim again. I'm just using this trimmer because it's a bit smaller, it's a bit easier to handle when I'm doing a video. Alright, lovely. Okay, keep those bits for something else. Foam adhesive on the back of that. Love my foam adhesive, don't know how much of it I've gone through. I hope you have a really good day today, and I really do appreciate you joining me. It's been a bit of a long video this time, so I didn't mean for it to go this long. And here's our card. So just take this adhesive off the back, the backing of the adhesive, sorry. And I'm going to put a dimensional on the balloon and But before I do that, I'm going to add a bit of baker's twine. I hope I've got cut. So this little bunny is coming in to say Happy Easter, and I'm going to put it about here. Alright, then I need my Stampin' Dimensionals, and we're just going to pop him up on some dimensionals. So cookie cutter punch, sweet little something, and we cut the Easter in two, and the cookie cutter Christmas with basic grey and the basic grey archival ink and the basic grey Stampin' Right marker, Whisper White organza ribbon, powder pink and powder pink ink, and what else have we used? Snips, paper piercing tool. If you haven't got a paper piercing tool, you really need a paper piercing tool, can I tell you? This is what I do with my baker's twine. I've got a bit cut, and I need my glue dots again. So I put a glue dot underneath a paw. Should have done this before, but anyway. So just stick it under there, and then stick your baker's twine to it. Easy as. And then if you've got a bit sticking out, just poke it in or chop it off, whatever. Make sure the baker's twine is adhered to the glue. Just give it a tiny tug. And then we're going to use another glue dot on our balloon, just at the base of the balloon there, and take the backing off the dimensionals. So yeah, shop Celebration, that's your last month, and shop the retiring in colours, and yeah, don't miss out. So I might do it about there. So I just stick that down with my finger. It's also on the dimensionals. Come in with my snips. So pop it down there like that. And there you have your Easter card. Oh, no, I'm going to add a bow. I tied a bow. Alright, so add a glue dot to the back of the bow. Add the bow to the balloon. And there we've got our Easter card. So, sorry it took so long today, but I think you'll see that it works. I'll put a little sort of tutorial thing together and put it on my blog so that you can see how to chop your bunny bits and pieces. And what else did I show you? Oh yes, this is going up on my blog today at 11. So it was from a couple of weeks ago. So another Easter treat for you to share. And I showed you my note cards in the acetate box. Great for a friend. Alright, so I think that's it. Don't forget, shop with me. Go to libbystamps.com, click on the shop button, get your celebration items while they're available, get your re-inkers and stamp pads from the retiring in colours while they're available. And thanks so much for joining me today, and I'll see you again next week at 10 o'clock. Alright, that's it for now. Bye. Try to draw outside the line. Let us see inside your mind. You'll find inspiration. All I'm saying is you can do it. I wanna hear